welcome to Tips and Tea. This time we're going to be having a look at resolutions because in this new year time frame that we're in, resolutions seem to be everywhere. And this is going to be the first of a series of four, all dealing with change and how we can approach change, how we can get through change, how we can really conquer change. And the tea that I am drinking this week is nettle tea. I'm drinking it from my new Union Jack mug, and of course I'm drinking nettle tea because I'm detoxing after the festive season. So let's talk about resolutions. So New Year's resolutions tend to get a really bad rap. The statistics tell us that at the beginning of February, only 8% of people who actually started with New Year's resolutions are still continuing. So a whole 92% have fallen off somewhere along January, and I wonder why that is. Well, I have a few ideas as to why that is. First of all, the whole word resolution. It's to resolve, it's to be steadfast, it's to be unmoving, it's to be completely set in our ways, and it's just not how we work. So human progress is usually made by kind of ebbing and flowing and starting and stopping and twisting and turning, and being resolute, being steadfast, being immovable is really not how we do change. One of the interesting things about resolutions is the language that we use to describe them and the impact that this language has on our brain and our thinking. You see, there are whole parts of our brain that are actually just trying to keep us safe and keep us comfortable, don't particularly like change, and are always scanning the environment to see if anything could potentially be threatening us. Well, as it happens, our resolutions, we use the language that talks about threat. We talk about stopping, we talk about losing, we talk about saving, and it's all language which is really indicating that there's some kind of threat that we need to be saved from. So our brains look at these things and they go, not really sure if this is what we should be doing. Maybe we should focus on something else. Maybe we should hunker down, maybe we should actually draw in resources and think about something else instead. So part of our brains are actively working against our resolutions because of the language we use. Another thing about resolutions is the unintended consequences that we get from trying something new. So when we say we want to lose weight, then we think about going to the gym and we think about eating healthy food. But if you go to the gym, then it has to disrupt your schedule. And if you eat healthy food, you have to buy different food, you have to cook different food, you have to learn how to maybe use different techniques. And all of these things don't really seem related to the goal that we had in mind. They just seem like a big hassle. And they're what we call unintended consequences of focusing on various resolutions. So when we think about the resolutions, when we think about being 20 pounds lighter, or we think about having a bikini ready body, we don't think about all of the malarkey and palaver that we have to go through in order to get it. So my tip this week is really to focus on the language that you're using as you're describing your aspirations for the new year. Are they resolutions, or are they promises you're going to make to yourself? Are they things that you're going to be steadfast and immovable in doing, or are they things that you're going to get to do? Because the small differences in that language makes a big difference to how your mind can accommodate it. Also think about the way that you're phrasing the resolutions themselves. Are you using scarcity language like stop and save and lose? Or are you using language which is far more positive, which describes the future desired state in completely different ways that your whole brain and your body can get behind? So that was resolutions. Next time we're going to have a look at change. See you then.